Hey y'all, I can see you on there. I just can't see who you are. So we start at 6, which is in about 4 minutes. No, talk to me. I talk back. I just can't see who you are, but I can see that there's some people on here. Okay, y'all, again, I can see that people are on here, but I don't know who you are. So, hello. It's okay for you to say it back. I just can't see who it is. And we're about to start in like 3 minutes. Okay, y'all, we down to 2 minutes. Hello, Xavier. How you doing? What else I got on? I can't see everybody that's on here, so if I ain't call your name because I can't see you. Okay, we got about a minute, and then we are going to get started. Fabulous, sir. How are you? All right. Well, good evening, motherfuckers. It's 6 o'clock. Hey, Tianda, my girl. Listen, I'm Trish. I'm your host, 8 over 40, hunty. We finna be talking about some real shit, so get your minds right. Make sure you got your drink with you. Let's get into it. Tianda says, hey, I'm winding down. I got to listen. Baby, listen. You hear me? Same here. I came home, got my shit together. I gotta, after the show, take a shower and get in the bed. That's it. Who we got? Hey, Kenyatta. Hey, Clarence. So remember, y'all, you know, if I ain't calling your name, if I'm not speaking, I can't see you because people are logging in from different pages and so on and so forth. So again, talk to me, I talk back. All right. So listen, y'all. Tonight's topic, alone, versus loneliness. Hey, Francis. And so I want to just give you a little bit of what I uncovered with this stage. You know, there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. Major difference. But this is what I want to read this to you. So I was looking up some shit. This says, what is the difference between lonely and alone psychology? The feeling of loneliness is experienced by someone who feels separated or doesn't have any or limited friends. Feeling lonely can be psychological, and one can feel lonely while being inside of a crowd too, whereas alone offers time for a person to be on their own when no one else is around. But being lonely is something you can still be with other people. Hey, Servo. So this is some real shit, y'all, because people are seriously going through like bouts of depression as it relates to loneliness or being alone. And I think that sometimes people don't really know the difference. So I'm just going to read off a couple of things and then let's just get into it. This one says, can someone, no, that's not the one I want. There it is. What are 4 types of loneliness? The first one is emotional. Emotional loneliness comes from feeling disconnected from people around you. So you got people around you, but you're still lonely. We're going to definitely get into that. Social loneliness is the feeling of isolation from others or feeling like one does not belong in a group. Situational loneliness is, did you recently go through a change in your life? Divorce, widow, shit like that. So I definitely can relate to that one. And chronic loneliness. Chronic loneliness is just what it says, chronic loneliness. Like you literally out there on your own. So let's talk about this loneliness or being alone. And let me know in the comments where you fall into what. Would you, and I'll type mine in too. So would you say that you lean more towards the side of being alone or being lonely? And just put one or the other, put alone or lonely. I just put mine in. I just feel alone. I don't feel lonely. I'm just by myself. Felicia, there's my sissy. Hey, boo. So, before we really get into it, let me start off with this, you guys, because the way society is set up, the way these people are all weird, because people are fucking weird to me. People will make you feel bad for not being in a relationship or being married or anything like that. And so they'll put that shit out there. If you don't stand 10 toes down, if you don't know what it do for you, then those people gonna have you fucked up. Your value is not predicated on how many people you have around you and who is this one and that one. It's not. Thank you, ma'am. I keep forgetting to tell people to share. Y'all share the dang video. Felicia done reminded me. I've been slipping for weeks. Thanks, sissy. Okay, Servo says he is widowed, so he does feel alone. He doesn't say lonely. He feels alone. And I'm in the same boat. Widowed, I feel alone, but not lonely. So as you get into this journey of whether it's situational loneliness because you done went through a divorce or you're widowed or whatever the case may be, there's things that you can do to make sure your mind is right. Because first of all, anytime you're single, to me, that's the time that you should be focusing on you. That's the time when you're doing a self-inventory, that the things that you're not strong in, you're strengthening those areas in your life. You're becoming a better person because life is lifing. And every day, I know for me, every day I do a self-inventory and I figure out, Trish, what could you have done better? Constantly improving or trying to improve myself every day. So when it comes down to being lonely, I don't feel loneliness, and maybe I'm a weirdo. I don't know. I do feel alone because I am alone. I don't have a circle of people. I have a couple people that I fuck with for real. I know a lot of people, but I don't fuck with that many people. So I got a really super tiny, small, almost invisible circle of friends that do not live in Arizona. So I spend most of my time alone, but I'm not lonely. Weird. Okay, Mr. Martin Clarence says, you sleep better with a companion. Understood. Would you say you're lonely or alone? Hey, Pooh. Hey, Pete. Y'all tell me if y'all alone. Do you feel alone or do you feel lonely? I need y'all to put it in the comments. Everybody, I done already put my business in the comments. I put alone. Most of y'all know I'm widowed, been single 8 years. So, shit, it's gonna be 9 years. It's about to be 9 years in June. Damn. So, it's been a long time, okay? So, getting into loneliness versus being alone, there's a difference, and you have to know where you fall in. Why? Because loneliness will lead to depression. Depression is some hard shit to get out. You can say both. Yes, you absolutely can. So Clarence says both. And then Felicia, you know I can't. You know, every week you got to come. We know, Felicia, dang. Get on my nerve. I'm still waiting on my husband. You supposed to be getting me a husband out of New York. I ain't seen one yet. I'm going to wait. I'm patient. We going to see. So, as it comes down to it, y'all, alone, that's to me, see, I'm good. I enjoy my own company. And that's why I'm like, Trish, because I've been single for a long time. So, it's like, have I gotten just used to it and don't see that there's an issue? Because I think there is an issue. We're not made to be alone. Men or women, we're not supposed to be alone, period. Tianda says neither. Understood. So, with that said, I'm supposed to have a man. You're supposed to have a woman. Whatever. You know what I mean? That's what it's supposed to be, because it's not healthy to be alone. Now, because I am alone, I don't know if y'all know this, but you ain't even got to be suffering from no depression or no shit like that. But being alone can cause you to obviously feel isolated, and it can contribute to like a physical decline, early death, right? So this is the kind of shit I was looking at. Both loneliness and isolation were associated with poor health outcomes, but social isolation, meaning living alone or not spending time with family and friends, was a stronger predictor of physical decline and early death. So that is speaking to me, because I am here in Arizona. I don't know a lot of people in Arizona, so I don't spend time with a lot of people in Arizona. I live alone. The most people I see during the day is at work. And then I may step out on the weekend or something, but I don't even allow a lot of people in my house. I've only had maybe a couple of guests over here since I moved here last August. So I'm real funny about energy and spirits and shit like that. So being alone can cause those things. Now, how I counteract mine is I walk like 6 miles a day, sometimes 7 or 8. So I get every morning, I'm up at 3:30. I walk 4 miles. I used to walk 3 miles. I walk 4 miles every morning at 3:30. And then I take 2 breaks at work. Well, now it's getting too hot to take a second break. So I'm taking my first break, I take that, and I walk 1.5 miles. That's a round trip. So, but on days that I can, I'll walk another 1.5 miles or 2 or 3 miles at work. It just depends on the day. It depends on what I have going on. So I have countered that, and I eat better. You know, I don't eat perfect. But I eat better. I have found that for me, I'm very selective, because I am alone most of the time. I'm very selective of people that I let in, not being picky like that, not on no superficial nonsense, but because I am alone and I don't necessarily share a lot of internal shit with everybody like that. Cause I don't have a lot of friends like that. The ones I do have, I don't bog them down with fuck shit. But I don't release like that. So because I don't release like that, I have to be able to walk it off. And that's what I do every day. With ministry, and I know this doesn't look like ministry, it's not traditional ministry, but between the show and my ministry that I do have, Twisted Heart, if you guys are a part of that, that is full-time ministry all day, every day. I'm tired every day. So I have to be very intentional on who I allow to come in, because you motherfuckers will exhaust me. So me being single for this long, believe it or not, is so peaceful. And not because of no other reason than I just don't allow fuck shit. I just don't want it. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. I don't want it. We ain't got to be friends. We ain't got to be a couple. If you here, there, and everywhere, I don't want it. You have to be able to manage your alone time. You have to do it in a way that matters to you. See, for me, I feel like I am no longer that person that used to feel like I had to be important to everybody or some folks. We will fuck our heads up and our hearts because we think we're more important to others than we are. And a lot of times it's just not true. So you have to manage that time, and you have to allow people that really want to be in that space to be in that space. And you know the motherfuckers that want to really be in your space like that because they're not bringing you no fuck shit. You have to have peace inside of this alone time. So hold on, y'all. We got some comments. Let's see what it do. Where did we stop off? Felicia sent some kisses. They was probably for me. Pooh says, I feel both. If it's a difference. No, it is a difference, and you are definitely entitled to feel both. So that makes sense. Felicia says, I was alone for about 8 years and I was good. Okay. So you sound pretty much where I'm at. Being alone can cause health issues. That's what Tianda said, which is 100% true. Felicia says, you walking at 3:30? Yes. And wish a motherfucker would, baby. I got something for you. You hear me? I put something on you. Come fuck with me if you want to. I'm out there every fucking morning, Monday through Friday. Tyler, what's up, baby? Some people do exhaust me, Tyler. Shit. So, every morning at 3 o'clock, baby. 3:30, baby. That alarm go off. I already got my little walking gear out. I'm up. Boom, gone. Trust me, I will put something on your mind. You come fuck with me at 3:30. The blessing is that there's a few people that are out that are either walking their dogs or walking themselves, right? For health reasons, and they're good. I see them, they see me. Good morning. All right, you said, yeah. Don't nobody fuck with us, honey. We good. I'm good. So, but yes, I do be out there. Hey, Valentine, I think that is. How you doing? Okay, let me get back to the comments. Felicia, don't start no shit. Though, how you think I'm getting summertime fine, and then you just gonna shit on my little baby? 3:30. I got to have it. Now I cannot do it. Now I have to get up because I've been walking every day, Monday through Friday, since September last year. I don't miss no days. I'm out. So now my body is like, oh, time to get up. I get up. The alarm ain't even went off. I'm already up. So I do that. I have to do that, y'all. That's my time with God. That's my time when I process, that I release, that I pray. Like, that's really a detox moment for me, because if I didn't have my time, my alone time when I'm walking is my quiet time with God. If I didn't have that, I probably done went crazy. So it's definitely, hey Janine, it's definitely a blessing for me that I get up and do that. Clarence says it takes a special type of woman to be with a truck driver being gone 60% of the time. I agree. It does take a motherfucker you can trust, and she got to be able to trust you. But trust and believe, there are women that would hold you down with no problems. There are. You just got to get to them. Some women, like, I'm not a needy woman. I could easily do a long distance relationship. I could easily do a truck. I could easily do any of that shit. But the only thing that would jam me up if I can't trust him, if he all here, there, and everywhere to do something like what you're talking about, Clarence, you have to have a clear line of communication. It has to be consistent. You have to have certain days and times when you going to visit, she coming, whatever. But it has to be set up and it has to be structured. But it can work. I believe it can work. Tianda says, right, you have to be selective nowadays with companies, the company you keep, because people can cause health issues as well. And now you done said a mouthful. You hear me? Some people will drive you to fucking drink. So I really had to make it a point to get myself together as far as that goes. Because I do know that me being single for 8 years is really not healthy. It's really not healthy. I understand that. I got it. So I have to do other things to make sure that my mental is all right, because that's the first thing to go. Whatever, Felicia, I see you with holding your head all up. I see you. Tianda says, and you looking real good, baby. You hear me? And look how chocolate I am, y'all. I'm getting chocolate as fuck. Y'all know I'm super yellow. Baby, I ain't red no more. I'm chocolate. I'm chocolate. And, baby, this summertime. Yeah, man, y'all playing out my face. Quit playing in my face. I'm telling you, I feel like I'm at a point where I'm just doing me. Like I've always just done me, but it's on some other shit. Like I used to be the type of person that, well, I'm gonna do this. Let me reach out to so-and-so and see if she want to do something, or see if he want. I don't give a fuck if nobody want to do nothing, y'all. I'm all about me, what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it, right? So Tyler says, walking is good for you, healthy, physically, emotionally, and mentally. It's peaceful. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. I'm right there with you. What you talking about? Stop, Clarence. What you talking about? Aretha says, it's very unhealthy when your energies don't match. Baby, you hear me? You said something. And good evening, Aretha Brown. Listen. Oh, look at fam. Hey, is it sunny in Portland? Okay, Portland, trying to do the damn thing. Sunny in April? Shit, we was about 90 degrees today. We might still be at 90. It was pretty warm. Because I didn't do my second walk today. I can't be sweating, baby. Hell no. Hell no. It still got to be cool when I'm outside. So listen, y'all. You have to really be present for this alone thing. It's not for the week, bitch. It's not for the fucking week. You have to be present. You have to have a clear plan on how you gonna do this shit. Now, I'll tell you this about me being alone, right? The longer I'm alone, this is why it's unhealthy. Hey, Tania, the longer I'm alone, I feel like the harder it will be to actually be with a man. And not meaning that it's gonna be a bunch of fussing and fighting. It ain't gonna be none of it, because I ain't got no time for it. But like when it comes to sleeping, I am not gonna sleep good off top. I'm not gonna sleep good with somebody else in my bed, because I don't normally sleep with people in my bed. So that's gonna be weird for me. So there'll be some things that I'll have to get used to. It's 68, okay, 68. That's good for Portland, old raining ass. That's good for Portland. I ain't mad at you. Shit, that's when you put your little sandals on and shit. Maybe some leggings, but some sandals nonetheless. So when it gets down to it, I have to be prepared, right? Because at this point in the game, y'all, he gotta be on some real shit for me to be like, okay, I'm willing to give up my singleness. It can't be no drama and no fuck shit. Because y'all know I cut some the fuck off. I don't have no time for it. Tyler says, yeah, you doing your thing out there. And that good weather too. Portland is gloomy and rainy 7 to 8 months a year can be depressing. Can be. Portland is depressing. Tianda says, right, I'm used to sleeping alone. Yeah. See, I remember when me and Steven got together, I could not sleep. I couldn't sleep. Even while we were dating and I would spend the night at his house, or he spent the night, I'm not sleeping. It took me, by the time we were married, living together, it took me probably 6 to 8 months to sleep with him in the bed. I just had a hard time. And I wasn't single like that, alone like that. But I just had a hard time really going to sleep. And now I got insomnia, so there's that. But, and Tyler, piggybacking on what Tyler said, that was another thing in Portland. See, in Portland, I walk 6 miles a day before work. I had to do that. And whether it was raining or not, because it rained all the damn time, I had to do that to clear my head, get my thoughts right. So when I look at being alone right now, this stage, I'm finna be 50 wonderful. Y'all heard that? I got that from a white lady. She said 50 wonderful. I said, oh, I'ma steal that. So I'm finna be 50 wonderful on Sunday. And so I've just decided that I ain't gonna let nobody make me feel some kind of way because I'm single, because I'm alone, which I never would anyway. It don't matter about being no 51. Girl, be out there. I feel safe with the men. Listen, I do too, but I just can't. I have a hard time sleeping. So maybe I won't this time, but that's a lie. I will. So this is the thing. So as it relates to being alone and being single, like I said, these are things you have to be present for, right? Got to be present for being single. You have to have a plan for it. And I noticed that for me, I don't let people in like that. Not that I'm guarded like that. I don't have walls up. I don't have trust issues. But what I've learned since I have been single this time, I've learned to listen and watch. I'm very observant. So if somebody come into my life, here come a new person, you got to learn people. But first impressions are still very much important to me. I know y'all don't give a fuck about first impressions, but I do. So, matter of fact, I got a story. You know I keep a fucking story because every day some fuck shit going on. Hold on, I got some vodka in here. So, I had a guy. He want to talk to me. Oh, you're so pretty. I love your skin color. Because, see, he's seeing me with all this chocolate because I'm real super caramel now. He ain't see the light skin trash. So he's all, and this was, what's today? Wednesday? This must have been Monday. So he's like, I want to talk to you. Whoa. He reaching out to me on Facebook. I looked him up. I don't know him. I look up his shit. I'm like, oh, he's here in Arizona. I think Glendale. He's here. Okay. He's tall as fuck, 6'5". I said, okay, 6'5". All right. He's a chef and some shit like that. I said, huh. I keep running across chefs too. The fuck. So he says to me, listen, can I have your number? I want to call you. I am super caramel. God, Felicia. You just be mad at me. Oh, I'm caramel. But super like with caramel with dark brown sugar. Boom. That's me. So, yes, I am claiming extra melanin. Yes, that's what I do. So, he was like, I'm going to call you tomorrow. He said, what time you get off work? I said, listen, I'm off work at 4. I said, I'm going to tell you the truth. I will be asleep at 8 o'clock. That's what I do. I'm asleep by 8. I have a long day. I'm up every morning at 3:30. 8 o'clock, I'm asleep. So I said, that's Monday through Friday. I'm asleep, 8 o'clock. Okay. I'm going to call you tomorrow about 6-ish, somewhere in there. He said, I'm off today. I'm just kind of just doing whatever. I'm just chilling. And I want to get to know you. I want to talk to you because there's something about you. Okay, well, it is something about me. But go on and call me then. So I gave my number. Monday done came and left. I ain't got no call, no nothing. I hadn't even thought about it, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I hadn't even thought it when he didn't call before I went to bed. I hadn't thought nothing else about it. The next day, he sends a text. Yeah, I was gonna call you last night, but I was at the library. I just said, good morning, no worries. Went on about my business. He still texts. Boom, 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 boom. I'm not responding. I got shit to do. Now, had I talked to you last night, it felt like it was something, then maybe you'd be more of a priority. But since you can't keep your word, then what the fuck am I doing? Hey, Gums. So I was like, so he kept texting, and then he said, listen, how did he word it? Something like, your answers are real short or something. I don't know, something he said about, don't worry, we gonna get our chance, blah, blah, blah. I just sent him the thumbs up emoji. See, the thumbs up emoji, if you send me some shit like that, if I done sent you a text or something, you thumbs up, bitch, that mean fuck you. You not. So I thumbs up to you. Oh man, no, we gonna work through this. Listen, I don't have time for people. This is women too. If your words and actions don't match, I don't have time for it. That's why I don't get jammed up with a lot of people, y'all. That's why when you alone, you have to make sure that you make good out of the time you have when you spending with other people. So all that confusion and some people, Trish, you just quit drama, girl. You didn't have to cut that man. Listen, If it's starting that way, if I'm having that complaint on day 1, by day 201, I'll still have that complaint. I don't have time. There's something about the singleness and the being alone, the solitude of it all. There's something about it for me. Now, maybe not for you. Some people like a lot of chaos. And I used to be busy all the time, just here, there, and there. I don't want to be that busy. I have no intentions on being real busy, being running here, there, and everywhere. I may make a plan to do one thing this particular day, and that's it. I'm not doing no bunch of shit. I don't have nothing to prove to nobody. Ain't nobody got shit to prove to me. So when you become comfortable, and I think that's my problem too. I have become comfortable in my aloneness. I didn't say loneliness. I said in my aloneness. So when I'm dealing with people, it's important to me to deal with you. If I'm saying, well, come on, let's kick it, that's important because my alone time is major. I'm like a ambivert. An ambivert is a perfect mix between an extrovert and an introvert, right? So an extrovert out, social butterfly, introvert want to be at the house reading, maybe watching a movie, whatever, you meditating. I am a perfect mix of that. I have to have both of those things. So when it comes to my alone time, and I invite you into that, that's saying something. And you have to take it like that. For people that don't fuck with a lot of people, if they say, come on, let's kick it, that means something. They see something in you because you got all these people that's cool, but very few people are solid. So for me, at 50 Wonderful coming up on Sunday, for me, it is very important to maintain that same level of peace, that same level of communication. Like, it gotta be chill. If it's not chill, I don't even want it. So for me, being single and being alone has brought that solitude. I pray though, and I swear right hand to God, I pray that I don't become lonely. Because when you become lonely, you make fucked up decisions. A lot of y'all in fucked up relationships and marriages because you were alone. You were lonely. And being lonely will force your hand. Being lonely will make you fuck with somebody you know ain't cool. You know ain't cool. That's why I don't ever want to get to lonely, because lonely can turn into desperation. And you don't ever want to be that, because when you're desperate, then you allow people to shit on you. You allow people to hand you their ass to kiss, and you gladly will do it. You have completely lost sight of who you are. Your value is busted. Period. It's busted. When they start feeling lonely, women will start to get promiscuous because I need somebody to touch me. I need to be wanted. You have to develop those things from within. I don't need anything from anybody like that. I would love to be remarried again, but I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to be with somebody that I know don't halfway like me like that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when you're lonely, you will allow these types of things. You will allow a person, you will give him more, or her, you will give him second chances over and over again and again. It's like, how many fucking second chances you gonna give him? What you gonna do? That's what the fuck loneliness do. It fucks your head up. If you are lonely, baby, you gotta come out of that. Because the next step is depression. You don't want it. You don't want none of that smoke. That I can promise you. You don't want that smoke. So you want to come up out there. Let me see. We got some comments, y'all. Tianda says, right. And Felicia says, if I talk to you, then you know I like your energy. I can't do everybody. My mouth gets reckless. Boom. See, and that, you know what's crazy? I'm the opposite of that. My mouth don't get reckless. I just be like, I note everything. I be like, noted. Because when I note shit, that means I ain't gonna never fuck with you. I ain't even mad at you. And I ain't got to say that. You could even say something slick to me. Now, mind you guys, please know this about me. I am not a punk by no stretch of the imagination, but I am 50 years old. So get my blood pressure raised and want to fight somebody. I get into a fight with you now. You done wipe my eyebrows off. You got it smeared off. You done fucked up my nails and shit, pulled my braids. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for none of that. So what I will do is leave you the fuck alone. So you get to talking smart to me, it'll be noted. So when I see you, I may even still speak to you, but baby, I'm not going to break stride. I'm not going to break stride. I have learned to let people be where they are. That means you're not elevated into the fold, baby. You ain't part of the circle or none of that. But, hey, Ronald, but I know things. And this is why. Because, now I'm a Taurus, y'all. I don't know if you know a lot about Tauruses, but we are very loyal people. I'm loyal to the point of stupidity. Not anymore, but when I was with Steven, before he died. I was so loyal, I was stupid. I'm not that loyal no more, but I am still loyal. So when it's all said and done, if you fumble me, and I'm good to you, you fumble me, then you just fucked up. You just fucked up. And the thing is, when you get with people and they fumble you, especially when you don't want nothing from you, like, look, we just chilling. When you at a place of peace in your life and you just want to be around that, you just want, listen, just see me for who I am, and I promise to do the same. When people decide they gonna roll out, well, Trish, I ain't fucking with you. I'm easy to quit. I'm easy as fuck to quit. I had motherfucker hang up on me last week. He was like, well, I ain't fucking with you. Boom. Oh, okay. Went on about my fucking day. Went on about my day. I ain't got time to be arguing with nobody. Y'all got time, I promise to God. Because me, noted. And the crazy part, they always come back. Always. If Steven wasn't dead, he'll be back. They always come back. Hey, stranger. Felicia said, reckless meaning I speak the truth and fuck. Oh, I know what you meant, baby. Trust me. I didn't think you was wilding, Felicia. I knew what you meant. I done got to a point where this is what's so crazy about me. This is why I be thinking, maybe I should have a doctor check me the fuck out. Because I don't even be giving a fuck. Somebody could come, boom, come with a bunch of fuck shit. I'm like, noted. Done. I ain't got, well, Trish, you ain't, listen, have at it, baby. Have at it. Hey, Morris, I let people have at it. I just don't. Sometimes I might tell you the truth, but it's rare. I may not even say nothing. All right, cool. And then I just move around. I done been through so much shit that being alone is a blessing. I have gotten to the point, like my purpose in life is people. And if you've been around me for any length of time, I've always done ministry. Again, doesn't look like traditional ministry, but it's always been ministry, always about self-love. I've done this most of my life. I'm 50. I've done it well over 25 years. So more than half of my life, I've done this. So when it comes to even this show, Dating Over 40, this is ministry. It's not, now we ain't calling nobody to the altar. We ain't got no ushers. You ain't got to do this when you go to the bathroom. You ain't got to do none of that. We don't get a benediction at the end, nothing like that. But this is for the soul, honey. We're talking about shit that make you a better wife, a better mother, a better woman, a better father, a better husband, a better man. Self-inventory type shit. That's what this is. That's what it is. Self-inventory. Look within yourself. Show ain't so much about dating over 40. It's how did you get to be 40 and up? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you like this? At 40 plus, why are you like this? Whether you're single, whether you're married, whether you're engaged, whether you got, common law, it doesn't matter. Why are you like this at this age? And it don't have to be nothing necessarily wrong with you, but why are you the way you are? I'm the way I am because I done been through some shit, so much shit that a regular schmegular could never. And the fact that I'm still in my right mind says something. Because the shit that's been done to me, I haven't done to nobody else. I don't do fuck shit. So, and that's been from way back. So, when you start to get comfortable with you and you like, listen, I don't give a fuck. I got a lot of people don't like me. A lot of people don't like me for whatever reason, but it ain't never been, Trish was fucking my man. She stole my money. She lied on me. Listen, people make up shit. But it ain't never gonna be no fuck shit like that, because I don't fuck with people like that. You don't like me because I stand 10 toes down and I don't let you shit on me. I'm quick to say no. No, I don't want to do that. Nope, that's not me. Quick. I don't go along to get along, and that be the problem. Some of y'all go along to get along. This lonely shit, alone shit, you can't go along to get along. You gotta stand 10 toes down with this. It's not nothing to play with. Felicia says, I'm not arguing or fighting a soul, but I will tell you I don't like you or keep moving, baby. Do you hear me? Bitch, all do you fuck with you? How about that? I'm right there with you. Girl, your cutoff game is real. Mine is strong. I already know what it do. You ain't telling me nothing. I know exactly what it do, sis. Felicia says, even with friendships, I'm not kissing nobody, but you will see the back of my head. Easy breezy. You hear me? Tiana says that part. And Felicia says, I'm 57 and I'm loving life, and all that bad energy, keep it away from me. Yes. Yeah. And why is that so hard? Why is everybody so toxic? Why is everybody so toxic? And see, I'm telling you, when you get to a place of peace, Felicia, I know for a fact, Felicia's there, Tiana's there. I know for a fact that those two ladies are there. They're in that peaceful, like, listen, I'm just living. I got my people with me. I got my muscle with me. I'm just doing me. That's what life is about, y'all. Though you, Felicia, you and Tiana are rich. I ain't talking about money. Rich, though. Very billionaire status, if you ask me. That's what life is about having people around you that genuinely fuck with you the long way. Why? Because there's so many people that don't. There's so many people that lie, cheat, steal, play in your face, and all that kind of stuff. So you have to really, hey Sean, hey Robert, you really have to be in a place to say, you know what, I don't want this. So this is my little word of advice to some of y'all. You're dealing with being alone or loneliness, stuff like that. Here again, get to where you need to be. You have to master this shit. You have to master this shit. You cannot allow being alone or loneliness lead you. You have to take the lead. And you have to say, well, this is what we going with this is what we doing with that, whatever. That's what you have to do, because it will consume you. It will consume you. And that consumption looks like depression. It could be increased alcohol use. Maybe you a weed smoker, now you cabbie. I don't know what the fuck you doing. But it just escalates, y'all. So figure out where you fall into the fold. Are you alone or are you lonely? See, alone, you can kind of fix that. But some people are lonely in a marriage, lonely in a house full of motherfuckers, lonely. How are you lonely and you're around people? You're lonely because you don't connect with the people you're around. It didn't take me that long to figure out that I'm not connected. It didn't take me long to figure out this 30-year friendship does not benefit me. Does not. There's friends that I've had damn near my whole life. When I started going through all this shit with Steven, and I was like, wait a minute. When he died, and from there, oh, y'all never fuck with me? So I'm in all these friendships. I got more friends than anybody, baby. We taking trips, we kicking it, we at the house, we drinking, we got food, I'm kicking it with my people. But when the rubber met the road, I was really alone. I was really by myself because the people that was supposed to show up didn't show up. So I had to figure out, bitch, you better start showing up for you. You ain't got no choice. I'm the only motherfucker that show up for me. I won't say that literally, because I do got a couple friends that fuck with me heavy, and I fuck with them heavy. But again, my circle's like this. I got a super small circle, and I'm good with it. I could probably, ain't no motherfucker in there, about 2 people, including me, so that's 3. I ain't got people like that. Because I am a good friend to those people, and I can't get that back. It's about reciprocation, y'all. So when it comes to being lonely, being alone, you gotta have a little bit of a foundation. You gotta have somebody. I got my people, and if I need to, I don't just use them up and talk to them about stupid shit. If I need to, girl, let me call them. Listen, talk me off this ledge. I need some help. Maybe I'm wrong. Can you tell me what it do? Can you tell me? Can you help me out with this? I got a couple people I can call with some shit like that who will tell me the truth, and I ain't got to say, hey, don't tell nobody this. I ain't got to say that. It's already, what things understood need not be explained. We already know what it do. And then I never hear the shit on the back end. I ain't never heard nothing about it. My business ain't in the street. So that's how I am able to maintain friendships, because I'm very selective on people that I let into my world like that, because I don't have time to be chasing no shit down. And when you're alone, I got bigger fish to fry, because I got to do everything myself. So somebody, oh, she's too independent. I am independent because I have to be. If you live alone, shit, you independent too. I mean, sometimes y'all make a mountain out of a fucking molehill. Crazy. I just went off. I didn't mean to go off. Sorry. Okay, let me get to the comments. Felicia says, oh shit, hold on. It just moved. Grown folks stop speaking to you. Wait. Grown folks stop speaking to you and you don't, where'd it go? Why I keep moving? Speaking to you and you don't know what for girl by. Baby. Felicia, listen. I done had females be like, well, bitches and call me. You know, I had heard and somebody had said, and you know, I'm just feeling like, you know, Trish, me and you never, we never really got along, or we didn't. Okay. You don't have no rebuttal? I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. So, because I don't say nothing once, I can't say twice. But I have gotten phone calls. This was mostly when I was in Texas. And bitches was heated that I was in fucking Texas. Bitches, and these are Oregon motherfuckers. Mad. She thinks she better than us because she moved to Texas. Fuck Texas, fuck Trish. My name was in everybody fucking mouth when I moved to Texas. Mad. And then the ones that get mad at me, they done told us, oh, you know, Trish was talking about you. And then the bitch called me. Trish, what you talking about your stupid ass for what? That's your friend. Why would your friend let me talk bad about you? Oh, yeah, call your friend back. Call me with no stupid shit. But that's what he do. Felicia, you preaching to the choir, honey. You hear me? Let me get to the comments again. Tiana said, wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I'm happy in that peace. You are rich, ma'am. You are rich as fuck. Felicia says, many women I have had bad self-esteem. Many women I find have had bad self-esteem issues and will not allow themselves to be loved. I agree with you. I agree. You know, people just fuck other people up. So some people, men and women, some of them don't even feel worthy to receive love. They don't know how to receive it. They don't even know how to give it. So it's just fucked up right now. Tiana says, here we go. Thank you. Your next peace, happiness, and joy. Baby, bring him. You hear me? I'm waiting on his ass. I can't find, the guy asked me, the one I just told you about, the one that didn't call me. He asked me, he said, why are you single? He said, I just don't even believe you're single. He said, why are you single? And I always have the same answer. I have not met a man that I feel safe enough with to commit to. That's my answer. Period. I don't say, oh, I'm single by choice. Being single by choice would mean that if the right one came along, I'm going to choose to not fuck with him. And I'm not going to do that. I'm single because I have not met a man that I feel safe with. That's saying a lot. And I've been single for 8 fucking years. That's saying a lot. So, and no, you can't spin the block. Well, Trish, you the common denominator. Fuck you. Fuck right off. No, we're not doing that. Okay, so Tiana says, my bubble is my husband and kids, mom, grandbabies, and my little brother. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Felicia says, that part, that's them good girlfriends. I know who I can open up to. Absolutely. Absolutely. Exactly. And Felicia also says, exactly, people are weird with that not speaking shit. Right. If you, and I'm going to be honest, sometimes, y'all, I be so oblivious because I just be in my own world. I don't, all that gossiping, not only do I not do no gossiping, but I don't even listen to it. If somebody come for me, or not come for me like that, but they were, girl, let me tell you about so-and-so. Because see, gossip or talking about somebody's pain is not tea, y'all. I just don't get off on hurting people. I just don't. I've been hurt more times than I can count. I've been disappointed, disgusted, all kinds of shit. And I just don't want to ever be on the opposite side. I don't want to do that to somebody. Because why? That doesn't even make sense. But some people, y'all be wrapped up in that old fuck shit. So, here again, because I have been by myself so long, I'm very, very invested in those that I do have around me. Very invested. So, because you know you can't trust people like that. And I don't have trust issues, which is irritating that I'd be like, well, I can't even trust this motherfucker. That discernment. My discernment very seldom lets me down. Very seldom. God be like, boom, you better pick up on that. Noted. I know everything, y'all. I know everything. Oh, we acting funny today. Okay. Keep that same energy tomorrow. Because I don't do revolving door. That's the part that you get fucked up on when you're lonely in fucking with people. It's a revolving door. You know why men and women walk out of your life and come back in? They come and go and come and go. And you be like, this motherfucker, no, they ain't cool. Hey, Lawrence, you be like, this bitch ain't cool. And she keep coming back every time when she break up with me and she come back. And then he break up with me and he come back, blah, 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 blah. Why do people do that to your lonely ass? Because they can. Because loneliness allows you to be desperate, which allows you to take what the fuck you can get. I'm going to let that marinate in your spirit. Let me take a drink. Let that marinate. Let that sizzle in your fucking spirit. Hey, Rolando. And who else we got on here? I said hi to Lawrence. Okay. Your video had 125 and 6 share. Girl, it's probably more than that, Felicia, too, because once I close out the live, because it's coming from so many different places, then it'll give me the grand total. But girl, yes, come on, 125. Thanks, sis. So, what y'all gonna do? We gonna sit around and be lonely and depressed? Or we gonna get the fuck off, shake it off, do whatever? Work on you. I stay working on me. That's why I don't ever feel lonely. But I still think that's odd that I don't. There's some things that I miss. You know, yes, I would like the company of a man, old smelling good ass man. Yeah. But not just any old man. Not just any man. He gotta be right. I don't hang with females like that. You gotta be right. I don't have time. I don't want to deal with you, and every time I talk to you, all you do is complain. Every time we go somewhere, it's a problem. I don't want to fuck with you. You know what I want to do? Laugh. Have me some apple crown. Talk a little shit. Not necessarily talking about nobody, but talk a little shit. That's it. That's it. But when you become comfortable, like I have become comfortable, and again, don't be like me. I think I'm too comfortable. I really think I'm too comfortable. What happens is you just leave people alone when it's not when it's not adding up. The basic arithmetic, the basic mathematics of it all, when it's not adding up, it's like, I don't want this. It just don't. At this point in the game, you want to come in? This point in the game, I'm thinking, hold on, Tyler. This point in the game, I'm feeling like, you know what, Tyler, you may have to send me a request. If it'll let you. It's not. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Nope. You're not popping up for me. You're not coming up for me. See if it'll let you send me a request. And then I can accept it. Let's see. Yeah, it's not giving it to me for you, Tyler. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, see if you can do that. So Okay. It just came up. I wonder why it wouldn't let me add you. Okay, so Tyler got something to say. Hold on. It's saying couldn't add you because of technical issues. And then now when I go back, it will not let me, it won't let me get to you. I typed your name in. Are you on a phone or like a tablet? No, see, it's still not, it's not even letting me, it's not letting me get to you, Tyler. So, like I said, see, let me go back to that request box and see. No, it's not even in there. Yeah, see, try it again, see what happens. And I'll see if I can get you up in this thing. What is that? Okay, it didn't come through yet. So listen, y'all. You on your phone? I wonder why. It just said technical difficulties. If you have not turned your phone off in a while, just restart it real quick and then let's try it again. Hold on. Let me go back to these views, to these comments. Tiana says, keep pouring into me because I want to find this year for some reason. Wait, hold on. Keep pouring into me because I want to find this year for some, I'm not getting what you're saying, Tiana. Give it to me again, baby. Felicia says, girl, I hate complainers. They're annoying, which is true. And Tiana says, when you master being alone and healed, you become unstoppable. Oh, girl. Ooh, all that talking I did, you done summed it up in a sentence. Do you hear me? You do be on some other shit. You do be on some other shit. When you are content and like, look, I'm good. Because give you another story. Another story. I get a lot of male attention. And it seems like, what is that? Okay. It seems like you got a lot of people just out here playing, right? So I'm able to, I can weed through the shit. And I will leave you alone and baby, ain't lost no sleep over it, ain't nothing. I just move on. Because, and ladies, let me tell you this. Because I don't think some of y'all be knowing really what it do. Don't let a motherfucker tell you they don't want you more than once. And they ain't got to physically just say it like that. Actions, words need to match. But when you let that loneliness kick in, you don't give a fuck if it match or not. You just nilly-willy. You just let people run over you. Men and women, fellas, don't let a woman tell you she don't want you more than once. Because if you allow her to continue to tell you that, if you allow a woman to talk crazy to you because you lonely and she might be exciting, baby, you going to regret that for the rest of your fucking days. The rest of your days. The difference between a lot of shit with the men and women stuff, right? Women will become extremely vindictive, and will fuck your shit off because now you are paying. Hey, Carla, you are paying for, hold on, Tyler, you just popped up. You are paying for the debt another man left. And fellas, when you don't get healed and you fucking with somebody good and you give her a hard time, now she got to pay the debt that another woman left. Don't nobody have time for that. Tyler, you there? Well, it's black. The screen is showing up black. Can you hear me? Yes, ma'am. I hear you, Tianda. Wait, I can see Tyler right here, but not over here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Tyler? I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Type on the thing. Say yes or give me a thumbs up or something. So I can see him now, but I can't hear him. This is what happened last time. He's not. So you can see him too, Felicia? Love being on myself. Okay, hold on. Tyler, I can't hear you, pumpkin. Can anybody hear Tyler? Am I the only one that cannot hear him? Somebody tell me if you can hear him. Okay, so Felicia says she can't hear you either. I can't hear you. Can you hear us? Okay, look, I'm gonna disconnect. If you can hear me, I'm gonna release you, and then I'm gonna try to re-add you. I don't know if you can hear that, but if you can, that's what it do. Yeah, she's okay, okay, okay. Here we go. Let me see if I can get to him. Okay, so it's adding. What the heck? Is this thing haunted? Because now I can't see him at all. It's completely black, and I added him. Okay, he's back. You can't hear us? I can't hear you. What is that? Y'all, Tyler still can't hear. Well, I can't hear you, Tyler. And Bam can't hear you. You said so it sound I don't think he can hear us either. Or he can hear me. This is weird. You see the devil be so busy. See, okay, so Tiana, you can't hear him either. Who the devil be busy, hunty? He don't want y'all to get this here. You know, Tyler finna come with some shit. He don't. Oh, hold on. Felicia, did you? Oh, hold it. Let me see if I can get both of y'all up on this thing.
Can you hear me?
I can't hear you, sugar. I can't see
That
you.
must be on. Oh, I didn't want you to see me. I'm in the bed and look, I'm eating I'm eating my peanut butter crackers for bed. I wanted to see if you can hear me. Then it must be on his end.
Yeah. Okay. So let me
All right, I'm hanging
see.
up.
All right,
Bye.
baby. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So let's see. Oh, look at that. I'm sick of your ass. Felicia get on my nerve. Okay, we got Tyler again. Let me see if we can get Tyler up on the thing so I can hear Felicia. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Come on
Okay.
now.
You know what? I know what I had you on my speaker because I was all over the house, so I had to turn my
Uh-huh.
speaker off. So I'll give
Okay.
you just on my phone. Okay. I think that would work. So anyway, hello
What's
everybody.
up, Tyler?
Man. Now, just enjoying the one of 25 days we have sun out here in Portland, Oregon.
Now you're down to 24. So
24. Yeah, 24 for that. Nah, we have more than that, but just enjoying the day. And just kind of watching you guys, listening to you guys as I came home and got myself together, woosah, and said, "Oh, it's that time. Let me get on. Let's turn Trish on. See my girl. What she talking about today?"
see what it do. Come
Yes.
on in, pull on up on us. What you got for us? I know you got
Uh,
some gems, some nuggets.
oh, I just like I said, I just love listening to you, and of course, ladies are following you. Tianda, that's my girl. Happy birthday, belated birthday, girl. I guess we're gonna turn it over to the tourists next week, so it's all good.
You
We still gonna
April
celebrate.
20th, day one.
Well,
Yeah.
hey, it's all right. We're gonna celebrate you. We'll celebrate you. Even if you're not here, we're gonna celebrate you. While hey, from here, we're gonna celebrate you. Um, no, thing is, like I said, things you bring to the table is great. But like I said, as a man, we also have to have our moments of just peace and quiet
Mm-hmm.
and just basically working through things. Like I said, we process just like the women process, but we process. Sometimes we process a little different because we got a lot on our plate, a lot on our shoulders,
Mm-hmm.
because we already know that we are very targeted in
Yeah.
in this society. So we don't have to. I mean, worry about not only family. We got to worry about leaving our house. Can we get back to our house? We got to worry about the work environment. We got to worry about all. We got to worry about a lot of things just to come home to peace, you know, in a space to where we can just have that peace,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes it don't work out there because, like I say, everybody got things going on, but
Mm-hmm.
when you by yourself and able to process, and like I said, I've been in moments where I've been alone, single for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and gave me opportunity to look at things. and look in the mirror and look at, one thing you have to be really understanding is like, man, what did I do or what could I have done better
Mm-hmm.
in a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
and, because they ain't always that person did this, that person did this, that person did this. Everybody has to take accountability, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and regardless if that person, it's like a tennis match. If that person serves you a wild ball, you don't have to hit that ball. Just like baseball. They
Mm-hmm.
send you a wild pitch, you don't
Mm-hmm.
have to swing at that swing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we swing at everything that comes across the plate. That's men and women. And then
Yep.
we sit here and we don't know how do we get here? How do we get to this situation? How do we get, and this, if it's an ongoing day in and day out,
Mm-hmm.
it wears on you. It wears
Yeah.
on your mental, it wears on you emotionally, it wears on you physically,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So one thing I know as a, man, I took the time to learn myself as well, what I can and cannot tolerate,
Mm-hmm.
what I will not tolerate, shall I say. Sometimes you might say, okay, I can I can live with that.
Mm-hmm.
I can live with that. But sometimes you have to like you definitely got to put your foot down somewhere down the line. You know what I'm saying? And also learn not to um, ignore those red flags. The red flags come up too many. You know what I'm saying? You can't ignore that. You can't ignore. If it means, hey man, you know what, that person is good people, but they ain't
Mm-hmm.
the right person for me.
Mm-hmm. So
Align
I'm
yourself
hearing
with the right
you say, I'm hearing boundaries,
boundaries.
red flags, but I think if you to acknowledge the red
Mm-hmm.
flags, you have to also acknowledge the green flags. So
Yes.
do you have more red than green? Because this is my now tell me what you think about this. This is my analysis of people. I think I'll use me as an example. As people in percentages, we are 100%, one person, 100%. But I think that about 70% of what we bring is shit that is of value. I think we all
Mm-hmm.
got about 30% of bullshit that we bring to the table. And I think that, and with that being said, like the man for me would have to say some shit like, I'm feeling this 70. That 30, I can deal with that, or I cannot deal with
Mm-hmm.
that. Because
Yeah.
everybody brings a level of bullshit. And that bullshit don't necessarily mean cheating, lying, stealing. It don't mean that. But
Yes.
there's certain level of bullshit that we all bring
Mm-hmm.
to the table.
Yeah.
So just real quick, going back to my first marriage, I be telling you, don't count the first one. I was mentally retarded. But hey, Johnson, but the thing is, when I think back about all the shit I went through in my first marriage, um, Marvin did some fuck shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was not a perfect wife. I was not a perfect wife, but I also wasn't a cheating wife, a lying wife, a stealing wife. I wasn't that. But I wasn't perfect, meaning he wasn't coming home and I got a whole apron on and suck his dick right when now dick got sucked, but not right when he walked in the door.
Right.
I'm saying that at this time, Savon's a kid. He's little. I have a business. I got the salon on MLK, and then we end up moving over to Alberta. I
Mm-hmm.
was busy,
Mm-hmm.
like busy. I was also a minister in the church. So he was a deacon. I'm a minister. We got all this shit going. So my life was busy. But even in the busyness and all that shit, I still didn't do no fuck shit. So I wasn't perfect. Yeah, I have an attitude or some shit, fuck around and lie to me, different stuff like that. But I knew that couldn't nobody pay that debt. I couldn't carry that around all
Right.
these years later, right? So
Right.
with the accountability, just piggybacking on what you
Mm-hmm.
said, yes, there's some accountability issues on both ends. And on sometimes you gotta just be like, look, it just wasn't meant. We forced that thing, right? So I remember the night I got married, I had a nighttime wedding at King's Temple off of Alberta in 15th. The church is packed, everybody's upstairs. I'm downstairs, fully dressed, got my gown on. It's time to go upstairs. I'm downstairs in full fucking tears. I wasn't supposed to marry him. Full tears. Everybody, oh my God, she crying, she crying. I couldn't even stop fucking crying. I was like, I don't want to do this. You know what they told me? You got cold feet. That's it, Trish. It's cold feet. It wasn't cold feet. It was not. I can promise you, it wasn't cold feet.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. At the time, here goes the pastor. Everybody, you got Trish. No. We're not canceling this. Marvin's upstairs. I didn't give a fuck if he was upstairs. I was crying.
Mm-hmm.
Fucked up my makeup, and I was like, I'm not doing this. Fuck him. Fuck this wedding. I'm not doing it. And the motherfucker who was wiping my tears was the motherfucker that's married to her right there. But whatever. All I'm saying is this. You have to go all the way back to your shit, figure out what's what, why you're a single, lonely, alone, whatever that thing is. Get to the root and kill it, bring it and reel it back on in and figure out what to do.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's all about involvement, evolving as a person. Because, like I said, you're not the same person that you are now, then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you definitely would have been crying all over the place. You were just like, you probably would like, Marvin, I ain't fucking with you.
I would have
I mean,
laughed.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you think that, it's like, man, things that where you've came from to where you are now, and things that everything in between, everything good, bad, and different has made you the woman that you are. And that's for any person, you know what I'm saying? And when you figure that out and find that soft spot for who you are as a person and what you want in life, you know what I'm saying? We've all been had our wild side. We all been in these situations. Now we're in our 40s and 50s and so forth, and probably some hitting almost 60, and there's nothing wrong with it, but you only going to tolerate what you're going to tolerate.
Right.
You're only going to allow what's in your life. And like I said, it's not even about, like you said before, earlier, it's not about the relationship with your partner or friend. It's sometimes it's your friends, the people that your day ones from high school. Some of them ain't grown up, you know what I'm saying? Some still out there chasing, some still out there, going from man to man, trying to figure stuff out. You know what I'm saying? They don't see you as happy because they ain't happy in life. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we figure that out, and I, you know, um, you know, um, for example, I'm gonna tell you like that. Tiana's on here and stuff like that. I love my girl and stuff. I'm so happy for her. So I'm finding who she's with and stuff like that. But I've been knowing Tiana for years, I know she's been through a lot. I know she's gone through her bullshit and everything else. But she found somebody who loves her for her. She loves him for what he does and loves him for him. And all you can do is grow from there. No one's perfect. Everybody got stuff, but what you do from that point, you gotta be transparent with one another. You gotta be honest, not only with your partner, but with yourself. And so that's why I look at it as like, I'm not the perfect man. I'm never going to be the perfect man. But I know that there's someone out there that I'm going to be perfect for.
So let me ask you
like
this.
yes.
So now you're at a point in your life where you want to be married. That's right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask this. So with that being said, give me one boundary, especially with the current climate is in dating. One boundary that you have.
One boundary that I have. I think the boundary is that I have is if I'm allowing somebody in my life, they have to keep it totally. I mean, like I said, people go through whatever, but totally understanding 100 me as a person. I have to understand them boundaries. We, like I said, and like I said, let me figure this out. I'm in a situation right now. I'm gonna tell you like this. It's been 2 years as of May. I lost my best friend. Lost my brother. This past year, I lost my mom. In between that time, I lost several other people. Right? Then I lost who I thought was the person I was going to be with.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot. A lot
Yeah.
of loss, right?
A lot of loss.
A
Yeah.
lot of
That's
loss.
a lot of L's.
A lot of,
So let me ask you this,
L's. A
because
lot
I
of L's.
understand the death
Yeah,
thing. You know I
yeah,
got you on that,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now,
Yes.
with that, going through the loss of your brother, we know you and your brother was close and that hit you hard, and then your mom passed. And I know that, because so now your inner circle, because that's your immediate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now your immediate is gone. How do you move forward from where you are? And not saying move forward like you forgot about your mom or your brother, not that. I'm just saying, how do you get up, dust yourself off, know first of all that you are worth it, and be able to deal with somebody coming in? And because some people may have their
Motive.
own notions about what
Yeah.
it should be. Why
Right.
you tripping? Some people don't attach to people regardless of who it is.
Mhm.
So going through what you've gone through with that loss is still very much raw and a part of you.
Yeah.
So you would have to have a woman who, first of all, is understanding, nurturing, caring, compassionate, right? And you are a priority because you still have open wounds,
Yeah.
Tyler. So you
Yeah.
can't leave that up to any old female, because she ain't gonna be able to handle you the way you need to be handled if you have open wounds, because
Yeah.
you want to heal from what you've gone through, because I know that about you. But the woman for you is gonna have to be on board with that. How do you deal
Yes.
with that?
How very careful. Like I said, is very carefully. Like I said, it has to be someone who's definitely like, man, I have you, I got your back,
Mm-hmm.
100%, 200%, because it
Mm-hmm.
can't be about them. It can't be make it about them. It can't make it. It's about us.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be about us as a whole. Um, I got a lot of associates. I got a lot of, well, I ain't gonna say I got a lot. I have a few friends.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm really like this.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people.
Yep.
I know a lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
but my circle is like this, very small, as far as who I can really entrust. And even like I said, I have cut people off
Mm-hmm.
just basically because their way of life or their toxicity, they're toxic. I can't deal with that toxic.
Mm-hmm.
I find myself, people ask me, he's like, but Tyler, you doing all right? You doing all right? No, I'm not doing all right. You know, but I'm I say this to say that
Mm-hmm.
going through it, knowing that, asking me that, there's some people that's very sincere about it, but some people are just basically, I'm gonna say, full of shit, trying to be
Yeah.
messy, trying to get on what's going on with Tyler. Man, I come on Facebook, I say my truth or what I see in the world. Just like I
Mm-hmm.
said, if I had this podcast myself and I was still saying the same thing you were saying, they were like, this nigga tripping. No, it's just like I can say the same thing you say,
Mm-hmm.
and they like, why is Tyler acting or saying or doing this or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. No, I'll just say what I feel that's need to be said, um, or just basically what needs to be heard. And I think a
Mm-hmm.
lot of it is going back to the boundaries, let me have my safe space to be me,
Mm-hmm.
to be transparent, to get whatever out of me if it's,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not about, I just have stuff bottled up that I just kept in over years. So when I finally really, I've been always wanting to just be more um, observant,
Mm-hmm.
watching people,
Mm-hmm.
seeing people. I see people come and go all the time. I don't say much, but I've learned to use my voice now. And I think some people kind of not used to me speaking and speaking up
Mm-hmm.
in such a way. I am who I am. Like I said, and basically I've learned to basically just basically give it unapologetically whatever the message is. And some people like, okay, Tyler, cool. And some people like, oh damn, why you gotta be an asshole? No, I ain't being an asshole. I'm just being who I am. You know, I'm now in my 50s. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a 20-year-old, 30-year-old where respect my elders, this, that, be quiet. You know, no, I've lived, I've experienced. So I'll share my experience. And some people can't take that truth, you know, especially when it's coming from, I guess, a person of my, you know, caliber, statue. They ain't used to hearing my voice, but I do have a voice, you know. So I think a lot of it is basically having that space to land, to be feeling like I'm, you know, come home. I'm in a space of, you know, I can just be me. I can relax, you know, shut down, shut all the outside out, you know. Outside of what I do in the community, I like being at home. I like being with someone who just wants to be there and sit there with me. I don't care if we watch a TV. I don't care if we have music on. I don't care if we're playing cards. Or we just sitting there looking at one another, you know, or holding one another. That is my just, you know, shutting the world out and just having that one person who is, hey, it's about me and you know what I'm saying? No one else. You know, not me and you and your friends,
Right,
not me
right.
and you and our kids. You know, especially if they're grown. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You know,
Yep.
it's about us building our legacy and living together and learning one another as we go. So,
Absolutely. Okay, hold on. Let me say, hey, Charles. He logged in, Harold and Chauncey.
hey.
So how do you deal with, or wait, let me ask you this first. Would you say that you are alone or you are lonely? Like, what are you feeling? Do you feel lonely or do you feel alone?
I don't feel lonely. I'm just alone. I
Okay.
feel alone in a space like that. Lonely, you know, because I have a few people that I can go to and talk to, you know, male and female, you know, and that's very important, you know. I think I was kind of maybe in a lonely state for a while when I was in a relationship because, you know, I mean, put it like this. I get a lot of feedback from women, so I know how I'm operating or how that woman I'm dealing with is operating, so I can, you know, navigate. So when a person feels insecure about your relationship with other genders, it causes a little loneliness because that's what kept us going was me being able to say, you know what, let me talk to somebody that I really entrust who can tell me some real shit. If I'm tripping or am I just seeing things wrong or whatever, or Tyler, you need to do this or you need to do that, or man, you know what, she's 100% right. I love when people call me on my bullshit, you know. And sometimes the problem is we don't have people in our corner who can call us on our bullshit when we out of line, you know. And a lot of us have, you know, associates or friends who will just go with the flow with you and everything else. And like you said, when the shit hit the fan, you know, no one's around. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I like that, but yeah, Trish, I feel like right now it's like I'm not lonely. I mean, I'm not like alone because I see a lot going on. I see a lot of people going through this turbulence of issues, and you know, and so I'm never really say I'm alone. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm never alone because I got the Maker right above me. He you know, I talk to God every morning, every afternoon, every evening. So I'm never gonna stand alone.
Now,
And
Charles,
you know.
you know, good hell well, ain't nobody talking about the Lord. Ain't nobody
Well, I'm just saying,
yeah,
as
not
far as
talking about the
alone,
Lord. I'm just
I'm just
saying. So
saying. I'm just
let me
saying.
ask you this, because
Yeah.
you know I'm finna get in your business. I'm finna
Okay.
get
Get
in
in my
your business.
business. Get
So
in my
you've been
business.
single now for 2 years since everything went down with you and old girl, right?
Actually, a year. A year. It'll be a year.
Been
It'll be
a
a year.
year,
Yeah. It'll be a year.
1 year. Okay. So are you seeing anybody now, or is the goal to try to get that back?
Um, put it like this: I date.
Okay, are you
That's it.
fucking? Are you fucking while you're dating?
Okay, I got one or two that I I got one or two. Hey man, I got needs. I got needs. You know what I'm saying? So as long as we have an understanding, is what it is.
Okay, so let's. My
It's
mother
what
said
it
I got one or
is.
two. So let me. So with that being said,
Yeah,
okay. At this point, are we dating with purpose and intention?
I am. I'm gonna say yes,
No,
and that's not.
no, it took you
No,
too
no,
long,
no, no, no,
Tyler.
no, no, no. It's like
No.
this. No, 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 no. Because like I said, when you say this, I mean, my thing is that I have. I'm gonna say this. I have what I would say understand of what I want. Now, there's one or two people that I like I say I've have been in. You know, we've went out, and they're cool. We hang out,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, it's a process. I'm not pushing. I'm not. There's no pressure. We just getting to
Mm-hmm.
know each other. We already knew each other,
Mm-hmm.
but we're getting to know each other.
On
So
a
it's no
different
pressure
level.
on
Mm-hmm.
right. You know what I'm saying? You know, and just getting know to that point. But like I said, thing is that I am learning me. It's more I'm focused on me.
Mm-hmm.
They focus on them. We have that understanding. We see each other. We talk. Pretty much
Mm-hmm.
three
Mm-hmm.
times a week, 3-4 times a week. You know what I'm saying? Um, and we just have a good time.
Okay, so we finna rewind this
Go
right
ahead.
quick, right fast.
Go
So
ahead. Go
Tyler,
ahead.
you are not, in fact, dating with intention and purpose, because you got a couple women. You able to put your dick in them a couple times, whatever. However you do that, right? So how
Not.
long after the breakup? After the breakup, because you said it's
Hmm.
been a year. How long
Hmm.
after the breakup did you stay celibate before you started dipping and dabbing?
December,
When'd you break up?
and we broke up in June.
Okay. 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 So let me ask this. So now with this, you've been alone, dealing with the tragedy that you've gone through, plus on top of that, with the breakup of the lady that you were with. At this point in the game, what is it? What would it take for you to focus on one woman specifically, or is that even in the
That
cards at this point?
well, put it like this. I have been thinking about that, and like I said, um, you know, um, I'm getting to that. I'm getting actually to that point. I have someone I'm really kind of getting to know really good. And
Mhm.
like I said, I'm not like like going from one bed to the next bed or anything else. Like I
Mhm.
said, and so this person we haven't even slept together. So,
Okay.
like I said, respectfully, we ain't slept together and so forth. So really, we just basically been having a good time talking and going out and dating.
Okay.
So, you know,
Okay. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, that
no,
dating is dating. Ain't
no,
nobody mad
yeah,
at that. I'm just
no,
asking just to get a perspective as far as the male
yeah,
is concerned, because I know for me as a woman, I felt like, I need to be cleansed, or
yeah,
whatever. You got to just get, so for you to go, a period of time, 6 months or more, and decide to be celibate, to me, that's a big deal, because a lot of people can't sit still that long. And
yeah.
even though to me that's not a long time, mind you, like when Stephen got diagnosed with cancer, he fought it for 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
I was abstinent for 7 years. I couldn't have sex because he couldn't have sex. So 7 years of ours together,
Mm-hmm.
there was no sex involved because he had cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So with that said, I had all that time to not be with him, and then once he passed away, then it was still, you just still have to get your shit
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
You
yeah.
still have to get your
Well,
shit together because it's not about this one
yeah,
specific thing, or like you done went through quite a few things,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
now this situation comes up and it's like, shit, I got to get my mind right. But you really, it's important to have
Well,
people on your team. Like
right.
you talked
Yeah,
about having a team of people you can go to. We always say it takes a village to raise a child. We still need that village as adults.
right.
I need a village. I need a motherfucker to say, Trish, no ma'am. I need
Mm-hmm.
them, and like I said, I got 2, 3 friends, and they'd be like, no ma'am, no. They will tell me when I'm wrong. So we
Mm-hmm.
still, as adults, need people to hold us accountable, because I know for me, if I'm on some fuck shit, I may not even realize I'm on some fuck shit. I may be on some fuck shit because somebody done pissed me off, or maybe
Yeah,
I woke up stupid. I don't know.
yeah.
But now I'm on some fuck shit. So somebody gonna get in my face, Trish, you on some fuck shit, get your mind right. Am I?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Cool. Done.
Yeah. Well,
Because I
Trish, I
can
want.
take it. I can dish it, I
Yeah,
can take it.
yeah, yeah,
So I'm with you on that.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. You have to be able. I mean, yeah, we can all try to dish, but you also have to take stuff too, and take it in consideration. Not tell before we even separated and went our separate ways, we was rarely having sex, and the reason wasn't because I didn't care for her, love her, or vice versa. I was processing grief,
Yeah.
and there was times to where I would actually not. I would sit up all night, have insomnia, and
Mm-hmm.
I could not sleep. So she took it more of I didn't want to be um, sexually involved
Mm-hmm.
or be with her, so like that. And I told her, look, the thing is that I needed you. I said, we both live in this house. You have to go to work the next day. I still have to go to work if I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, if I can't sleep, I'm not going to. It just days I just couldn't sleep, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes the motivation of trying to be engaged, and then you come home to bullshit. They ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna put you in
Mm-hmm.
no better mood.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times we didn't have. We went around sex, but my thing is, sex don't drive. Sex is lovely, it's beautiful, but it's not the main part of a relationship. And people put that as like the purpose of a
Mm-hmm.
relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
When and that's why I say, we can learn each other without sexually contact first.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else will fall in place. Sometimes we jump in these situations, jump in the sack with somebody. It's jump in the sack with somebody. After a while, you with this person, then you're stuck with this person, and then you with calm, then it don't work out. Then you jump into the next relationship. Like you said, you got to cleanse yourself. But
Mm-hmm.
the thing is, sex is not always the number one thing in a relationship.
Right.
It's basically to align yourself mentally, emotionally, to have a full um, um, relationship as a whole. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that sometimes we find ourselves getting ourselves into. Like I
Mm-hmm.
said, when we was younger, people, hey, relationship, yeah, you with somebody for a minute, then the next thing you're out of that relationship, then you jump to the next person, you jump to the next person. Man, we're 40, 50 years old. You
Mm-hmm.
want somebody long term, change those habits, change those behaviors. You
Yeah.
know,
The people
focus on yourself.
still doing that shit at
Still
our
doing
age.
that shit.
That
Still
and
doing
that's
that shit.
exactly, yeah,
Yeah,
that's exactly why I asked you that, because we have to take our own mental health serious.
yeah.
We have to say, you know what? We got to get this shit together. And that's what I share my story, you guys, because God charged me to share my story. Because he
Mm-hmm.
said, Trish, you don't look like you've been through nothing. So I tell you, what you do with it is what you do
Mm-hmm.
with it. I don't care what you do with it, but I did what I was supposed to do, been through some things, and this is why I
Yeah.
stand the way I stand. You listen to Tyler, the shit that he's gone through. This is the reason that he stands the way that he stands. But you're never going to get a true reading, a true understanding of where you stand and how you stand until you are completely transparent with yourself.
Right.
Completely. So you have to know who you are, what it do, this, that, and the other. So I'm gonna say this, y'all. We're gonna wrap it up. Do I have any more comments? Oh, Tiana put on here. Communication and quality time is important in partnership. Absolutely. I'm gonna tell you two things that I look for in a partner at 50 Wonderful. I
Mm-hmm.
look for intimacy and character. All that other shit don't even matter. What kind of person are you? A nice person? Are you a considerate person? Are you a kind person? Are you the kind of man that would say, baby, did you bring your lunch to I'm on my way? Cause you know what? I'm that type of motherfucker. You what? I'm showing up on you. Make sure you good. So there's some things that I look for that are along those lines, not no superficial shit. I know everybody be on that weirdo shit,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm with you, Tyler. There's some things that you have to look for. There's some things that you have to be willing to give in order to receive.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot be self at this stage. It's too much. It's too much.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all listen. We finna shut it down because you know I like to be on time. I got to shower, take my fat ass to bed. But check this out. Figure out where you fall in line at. If you notice that you're getting heavy, meaning the depression from being alone or being lonely, then figure out some things to do. I do a lot of shit around town, and I don't have to involve other people with my shit, but I get up and go. I'm a movie person. You see, I go to the movies a lot. I got the little $25 a month AMC A-list, I think it's called. $25 a month they charge me, and I can see 12 movies a month, 3 movies a week. Go to the movies. Go do the Adidas shit. You know I stay in
Hey,
Adidas. So
I'm gonna say this too.
yeah,
Don't be afraid to date yourself. Don't be
that's it.
afraid to go out and do. Some people don't. Oh, I don't go out 'cause I ain't got nobody to go out with. No, date yourself. Go
Mhm.
out. Go to the restaurant. Have a nice dinner or lunch or something like that, and just watch people watch.
Yeah,
You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, go to a movie. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, and also it don't have to involve. And I say go to the club. I mean, you can go to the club you want to, true enough. But at the same time, do some things, take walks, go some hiking, do something. Date yourself. You don't have to feel like you have to have somebody with you to do
right.
certain things and so forth. Just go out and just enjoy life because
Yeah,
it's short. While you sitting around waiting and hoping and wishing, life is to keep going.
yeah.
The clock keep ticking.
Because time don't
You know?
stop. And you right.
No.
Get some hobbies. One of the things
Yes.
I do, y'all see sometimes I be vendoring, I be selling my cakes and all that kind of old shit. I do. You will meet people as you start to evolve and do different things and step outside of your comfort zone. You
Mhm.
don't have to be lonely, even though you're alone. Because guess what? And then we're gonna shut it down. A lot of married people, a lot of people in relationships that try to make you feel like shit for being single, they're lonely in their marriage. And that's just what they do. They're lonely and fucked up. And because you're single and you having fun and you laughing, they mad. So get your mind right, get your heart right. Listen, ain't no show next week, motherfuckers. Ain't no show. Why? Because the motherfucker finna turn 51. I'm finna be on the balcony next week. I'm gonna be in Mexico. So ain't no show next week, baby, because we finna be drunk every day. Cute drunk. I keep it cute, but it's finna go down. So anyway, thank you, Tyler, for being a part. We love when you
Yes.
come on the show. Anytime you want to come on, let me know to pull you in and you in. Because I appreciate the love that you show us and the realness that you bring when you come on. I appreciate that.
Well, you're welcome. And enjoy your birthday to the fullest.
And you know I will.
You deserve it. Oh, yeah. Yes, I know you will.
All right, y'all. We see you next week. And no, we won't. No, we won't. I just lied. See you the week after.
Hey,
Shit. Because I'm
everybody
going to be
important, come
tough
to
next
Adair's
Wednesday.
this Saturday. Everybody come to Adair's in Portland, Oregon. We're going to celebrate Trish's birthday. She ain't going to be here, but we're going to celebrate for her.
And make a video. If you celebrate me, I need a whole fucking video. I got to
We're
see
going
this
we're going
shit.
we're going to do that. Hey, we're going to do that for sure. Have a great one.
All right, y'all. Have a good night. See you later.